One eternity later.
Do we have it? Do we have everything working? Oh my. Hi and welcome to today's video. I'm Untitled Chapter, and if you're new here, hi, welcome. I make spiritual content and I mostly make videos on tarot, and I'm hoping to get more on like the real rawness and more spiritual side. And yeah, and if you do like what I make, you know what to do. Hit the like button and definitely join the family if you are loving my videos and you're seeing them pop up randomly. But yes, today's video is my crystal collection, and as you can see, I have some crystals here with me. I did try and record this yesterday, but the lighting wasn't really good on that video, and as you know, we gotta get over it and just keep persistent on these things. So I'm recreating this video for you, and yes, so I'm definitely going to get through these crystals first. But before we do that, you can find me on my Instagram at Synchronized Living, and also on TikTok at Synchronized Living, and back to Instagram, I think, at Instagram at Tiddlytarot. That's my tarot kind of account, but I'm hoping to just move it all onto Synchronized Living. So that's probably what I'm going to do with this YouTube channel. But yes, it's time to hop into the video and show you guys my crystal collection. So these crystals here are the crystals I keep on my altar. I'm not going to show you my altar in this video, as you guys may know or not. Altars are very sacred, and you know, some people say that looking at them can like mess with things, but that is not the video we're creating today. But yes, these are my crystals I keep on my altar. So the first one that's really catching my attention is kind of these two, so I don't know what one to pick up, but we'll go with the fluorite. This is a fluorite chunk. Fluorite is amazing for staying focused on what you want, and that's why you find fluorite on people's office desks, on people's workplace, we'll just say. And it's beautiful for, once again, that mindset. And it does come in different colors. This one, just looking at it, we can tell that it is purple, but sometimes you find blues and all sorts of colors in fluorite. And yes, so this is my fluorite chunk. This other crystal that really caught my attention is a heat-treated citrine. You can find heat-treated citrine and normal citrine. Heat-treated citrine kind of has this orangey kind of dark kind of look to it, and it is actually amethyst that has been heated up and is now called citrine because it has changed its color. And citrine, heat-treated citrine, can have more like powerful, some people believe that normal citrine and heat-treated citrine have these kinds of different properties because they're kind of made differently. And normal citrine has this more kind of like a yellow kind of version of like clear quartz. This is actually smoky quartz. We'll get into that in the video. But yeah, this is a beautiful piece. I picked this up, and I'm probably going to go back and grab this another piece because I like the two together. I think they really worked well, so maybe I'm probably going to go purchase another one. And also, citrine is amazing for manifestations, abundance, prosperity. So if you are interested in those things, definitely go get yourself a piece of citrine. Now we're going to go into these smoky quartz. We could say this is a point, but it's kind of it is a broken point. You can actually find these on my Instagram at, once again, Synchronized Living. I sell crystals over there, yes. And I have it under my highlight, there's like two suns, and it says sale, and you should be able to find the crystals available under that highlight over on Instagram. This is a smoky quartz I purchased in for my crystal shop, and obviously we can tell it's broke. I gave my little sister it, and it just fell apart in her hand, so there must have been some energy that might have been attained in this crystal, or it was just like, you need to keep me at this time. So I obviously kept it because I probably wouldn't put something like this up on my store. And yeah, and if you're interested in these smoky quartz, once again, you can find them on my Instagram, and they range from obviously in size, but in prices. So some start at 10 and they go up to 35, and the cheapest thing I have on my Instagram story highlight is cubes, and they start at $7 Australian dollars. So AUD, $7 Australian dollars. And smoky quartz, while I am talking about this one, is amazing for neutralizing those energies. And if you want to know more about crystal properties, definitely go check out my TikTok. I have more on there, and it's just good for getting rid of that little negative energies, protecting you, and you can just pop it under your pillow. Also, I find that can also help with nightmares. But we are all different with our crystals. So that is smoky quartz. The next one I'm looking at is this amethyst cluster. I popped this in the sun and its color has faded out. Definitely, if you want that more dark amethyst kind of vibe, don't put it in the sun. The sun will make it very lighter. But amethyst is good for psychic abilities, protection, calming that anxiety that you guys might have. And as it's a cluster, this one more permits all over the house or area it's within, because it has these kind of like little pointy bits. So if you get a point, or your crystal has points, where those points or the point is directed, that's where its energy is going to go. This one here is a beautiful geode. I picked this up for me and my friend. I purchased it for us, and my friend has the other piece to it, so it's kind of like goes together, and I really love this one, and I was like, we should get a crystal together because we both like crystals. And I'm pretty sure this also can be like a pharaoh cave. I'm not entirely sure if that's correct, and I'm pretty sure it's like a clear quartz. I might be wrong, but it just said best friend geodes, so I picked them up. Technically them, but they're a whole, so we'll use them up for me and my friend. So definitely love this piece. Another big piece I have is this beautiful selenite one. I keep this on top of my bed if you want a good night's sleep, if you want to have a nice little cleanse. The best thing you can do is pop this under your bed, and you can also do this with other crystals. For example, this rose quartz, we'll get more into this one in the video. You can pop that under your bed if you want to absorb that kind of lovey-dovey kind of energy. But back to this selenite, people put selenite in the four corners of their bed to just give them a cleanse. That was just a bird flying past. To give them a nice cleanse, and I know people grid their house to put a nice little protective, cleansing kind of grid within their house. So they put it in the four corners of their house, and it is just a really, really beautiful piece. I know some people say selenite, but it is kind of also gypsum. Like it is gypsum, but the most common words we say is selenite. So this is definitely a beautiful piece, and yeah, I love it. And that is selenite. Very beautiful cleansing crystal, and helps with connecting with those high vibrational angels and spirits. So that's selenite, or also known as gypsum. So rose quartz is an amazing crystal. This one was one of my first crystals in my collection. I love it, and it just, I don't know what it is about rose quartz, and I do have some other crystals in my collection that I do feel the same way about, but rose quartz I will forever be attracted to. Rose quartz is amazing for love, harmony, healing any past things such as trust issues being one thing, but it is such an amazing crystal. And rose quartz, there is a story about rose quartz and Aphrodite. Aphrodite had an ex, and then Aphrodite got with a new partner, and the ex kind of stabbed Aphrodite's new partner, and his blood went into these crystals what we know as rose quartz today. So it's definitely definitely an interesting story if you do like that stuff. But yes, this is rose quartz, amazing for harmony and love, and especially self-love. Get yourself a piece, and yeah, this is my rough form of rose quartz. This one over here is a beautiful piece of SERA. SERA is amazing for that kind of past life karma. If you're having a tough time, it kind of reminds me of just talking about it right now, kind of like a Capricorn, kind of like those long-term things, just touching it, definitely grounding and like the now and the future. That's just some things I'm picking up, just holding this. And if you love SERA, I do have this up on my store on Instagram in the cubes, which is the cheapest product I have on my store on my Instagram, which starts at $7 Australian dollars, that is. And definitely if you are feeling the vibes of this SERA, definitely go check the cubes out. But this is just gorgeous. I'll point it at you so I can direct the energy to you. But yes, and if you need help with those kind of karma, some things you're feeling stuck in and you just don't want to do it anymore, definitely grab you a piece of this SERA. And yes, this is another crystal to my crystal collection. This one over here was gifted to me from a friend. Thank you, friend, if you are watching this. And I put it on my bed top because I have like this area. It's like a little bit bigger than this selenite, and I popped it up there and it fell and it broke. But the thing is, it just happens sometimes, and it's still a beautiful piece. And yeah, I'm pretty sure this is HOWLITE, and it helps with getting to bed. Say if you are up on your phone all night, definitely this will calm you down. And also along with that amethyst over there, that will calm you down and help you get to bed. And that's what I technically use this beautiful piece for. So that is another crystal to my crystal collection. So now I'm going to get through all these kind of tumble pieces. I'll try and do them as quick as I can because there is a lot here and I don't want to waste the amount of this video just on tumble stones, but I will try and give you as much detail to these tumble stones as I can. So this is a beautiful piece of yellow calcite, and this piece helps with the solar plexus, getting really happy, and just holding it makes me feel really motivated to get things done. Such a beautiful piece, that one. Along with the yellow calcite, I have a piece of green calcite. I actually bought all the colors of calcite except honey calcite all together in the shop, and then I realized once I went up and he said, oh, you've got all the calcite. And I was like, yes, I do have all the calcite. And green calcite is amazing for that beautiful heart chakra, and it's kind of giving me really calming vibes just holding it. So I am going to pop this one in the crystals I have already done. It's really really calming, and it's slowing me down in my communication. And I do not want that while making a video. So definitely get you a piece of green calcite for your crystal collection. Once again, another piece of calcite. This is white calcite, and you can tell by the colors, can tell you a lot about the properties. This one's a lighter one, so this one is definitely going to be good for that crown chakra. And oh my god, those calcites are making me so tired. Grab yourself a piece of calcite if you want to be tired, guys. But yes, talking about those colors, pink for the heart chakra, green for the heart chakra, purple usually for the highest chakra, so amethyst and fluorite would be amazing for that, just depending on the color of the fluorite. We've got yellows for the solar plexus and the sacral chakra, more of a orange for the sacral chakra, and red for the root chakra. So if you guys want a video more on that kind of stuff, definitely pop it down in the comments. And if you do have questions, definitely go ask them in the comments and I will get to you guys. This one here is a beautiful piece of pink opal, beautiful for love. It's water and earth, so if you look at the elements of crystals, that's what the elements are to this crystal. Good for self-love, good for forgiveness, definitely a very important thing and lesson I'm probably learning, and I I think I've mastered it, guys. I'm good at forgiveness now. And definitely go grab a piece of this. But yeah, that's pink opal in my crystal collection. Also, guys, while I'm talking about my crystal collection, if you guys want any crystals for me to have in my shop that you guys can buy, and any recommendations or any questions around my crystal business, definitely pop them down below and tell me, guys, what you guys would be interested in buying. For example, I want this crystal, maybe I want like a tarot reading like this. I'm hoping to do tarot readings. I'm still kind of getting like the courage to do that, but definitely go check. Definitely pop a neighbor. Definitely drop a comment down below on what you would like to see in my crystal shop. This one over here, I have no idea what this is, but it is a beautiful cube. I have a piece of lemon quartz. This is beautiful for, like, once again, it's yellow, so that solar plexus, that happiness, and it's making me feel motivated, so I might just hold this one in my hand or pop it really close to me. Piece of turquoise blue is good for that throat chakra and communication. Just watch out for dyed one. I'm pretty sure this one's dyed, but yes. And if you would like a video on real and fake crystals, I kind of know a bit about that. I will probably do more research on it, but if you're interested, definitely tell me a comment down below. And if you're loving the crystal content, definitely tell me down below. This crystal here was one of my first crystals, guys. This one helped me through my awakening. Actually, I will tell you, I got this one before my spiritual awakening. I'm pretty sure it's called Serpentine. Correct me if I'm wrong. And it just helps with awakening. And I'm like, excuse me, lady, what's up with this crystal? I don't know why I feel like I need it. And I felt like there was so much more to it. So definitely, if you're looking for... It was kind of weird, like there was more to it, but I couldn't quite identify it. And then boom, my big spiritual awakening happened, and it was amazing. And it was probably all up to this crystal. So if you're going through a spiritual awakening, grab yourself a piece of this crystal, which is serpentine. But I was more than happy to have this as my first crystal in my crystal collection, and you can stay in my crystal collection because I love you. And also, that crystal gives me grounding, earthy vibes. So if you're going through something, changing stability, definitely I feel like that would be the crystal for you. That's just the vibe I get off that crystal. But yes, let's get into all these tumbled stones I have left. This is a piece of red jasper, very good for grounding, very good for protection, and it's really soothing to just hold this. And if you have period pains, oh my god, grab yourself a piece of red jasper, because this is going to help you. And if you probably have other blood issues, maybe definitely try this out, because it's a lifesaver. But definitely also, I do want to mention, to not substitute spiritual things for doctor's advice. Definitely get doctor's advice first before you try spiritual stuff, and definitely just listen to your GP, doctor, or whatever it is. And that doesn't mean you can't stop using crystals, just listen to your GP, okay guys? Here we have a piece of clear quartz. You can see if it's real by putting it on a piece of paper, looking at it, and just seeing if it's enlarged the writing, and if it's not. I kind of haven't had a piece of clear quartz in a while, so I kind of forgot the procedure of the putting it on paper thing, and there's other techniques out there. So if you're a little bit cautious if your clear quartz might be glass, definitely do some research on that. But yes, this is my piece of clear quartz. I'm pretty sure it's clear quartz. And yes, here we have a piece of aquamarine. I picked this one up when I was before I was going on a beach camp for school. And I'll be honest, I don't like going in deep bodies of water. So for an example, an ocean or like a lake or river, you can kind of go into. It's just not my type of thing, because I'm like, what's down there? And that's definitely a reason I was like, Maybe I'll just visit this crystal shop. Well, actually kind of happened, like I went to the crystal shop and then it was before the camp, and then I picked up this crystal, and I didn't really have that, well, I kind of did have that intention that I was going to be like, I really need a crystal for the beach, and then I picked up this beautiful piece of aquamarine, and I read the description, and it's like, helps you get over fear of ocean, and I'm like, that is my crystal, give me that crystal. Well, I'm picking it up, and it was just perfect divine timing, and guess what, I can say I got over my fear of the ocean. I went surfing and canoeing it was one of my biggest fears, and guess what, guys, I overcame it with this beautiful piece. I just stuffed it in there and I was like, yes, time to overcome these fears, and I did it. So love you, and I have amazing memories with this crystal. This one here is emerald. Probably need to do a little bit more research on this one because I got it at a time where I got other crystals and felt more connected to those crystals. It does happen, but beautiful emerald, and it's green, so I would say it's good for the heart chakra. Here I have a piece of garnet. I'm pretty sure garnet is the birth crystal of April, and very good for that blood flow, and yeah, definitely love this piece, and thank you, friend, for buying it for me. This is just a random piece. We're making candles and there was crystals in the candle wax, and I decided I'll pick this one up because we all kind of went for crystals we really liked. This is a piece of lapis lazuli. I have it on my necklace. I have tiger's eye at the moment on the necklace. I usually just change them around, and tiger's eye is amazing for protection too and helping you against that evil eye. But lapis lazuli is amazing for communication, wisdom, and they smashed this bad boy up in Egypt and put it on their eyes, and they're like, I am spiritual, and it's definitely an amazing stone. So definitely, if you want to research lapis lazuli, it is amazing. And I am grateful for having this one in my crystal collection, and I'll pop you in this little crystal collection over here. This one here, I really don't know what this one is, but it looks like a coffee bean and I really like it. And yeah, this one is opal, and opal is, I don't really know much about opal. I kind of got this in a tarot deck, and it was kind of, I'll be brutally honest, a tarot deck I was connected to but was really cheap, and so I got that in the tarot deck, and I really don't know much about opal, and I am assuming it's probably not real. This one here is tourmalated quartz, I believe it's called. Once again, I kind of got this one a while back, maybe even before this crystal. Ooh, but I'm not entirely sure, but I didn't think I was researching crystals when I picked this bad boy up. So that's tourmalated quartz. I do not know if that one is, my deck just fell. I'm not entirely sure if it's real or not, but it is a part of my crystal collection, so I love it regardless. These ones are amethyst pieces. I got that one when I got the tourmalated quartz, and I got this tiny little piece when I was, I actually want to give away, and I got this free little crystal in there, and I'm very grateful for this one coming into my life and collection. This one is bloodstone, I'm pretty sure. This one, it went through it. I put it through the washing machine, and as you know, you just miss those crystals and they get chomped up in the washing machine. So I'm sorry, boy. I'm sorry. But here we have a beautiful piece of malachite. This is one of those crystals you pick up and you cry. I do have a couple of them in my collection, and that's how I know it was going to be beautiful. A beautiful relationship with a crystal. Definitely don't do that with humans, guys, if you're crying over humans. Unless if you're talking and working things out. But I can't talk to this crystal, so you know. But I definitely love this crystal, malachite, heart chakra transformation. I'm pretty sure it helps with pollution in the air. So if you're interested in all that kind of like earthy stuff and like helping the environment, this would be an amazing piece to your collection. And I love how groovy the patterns are in it. And I I'll probably, hopefully, maybe I'll find one I feel connected to, where like a really big one. But yes, love it, and it is a beautiful piece in my crystal collection. Once again, there's one of those amethyst pieces I got a while ago, another piece of lapis lazuli, and here we have green onyx, which is, I'm pretty sure, man-made and not really, I would say, within the crystal community, but it's still a crystal to me, and I'm pretty sure there's still properties out there for it. So those are the ones I keep on my altar. I usually keep them all on my altar, especially those little tumble pieces, because I don't really want to lose them, and I would prefer them all together instead of scattering them around my room. So definitely a word of advice, have a place where you have your crystals. So I'm going to go get my other crystals, and yeah, see you in a minute. So let's get into some of these bigger pieces. This is an amazing piece that I was going to buy for my store. I'm still questioning if I should put it in my store, but I do feel really connected to this piece, and it's kind of sentimental. But I will say this one's for sale, so maybe just go DM me on Instagram and we can figure something out. But this is a beautiful piece. It has this beautiful druzy, and it's just really good for grounding, and yes, it is a beautiful piece, and I think it is called something with an S, and the S names I always forget, but like, oh, it's so amazing. But yes, this is my big boy in my collection, and I love it. So you can go there, and I love you for being in my crystal collection. This boy or girl, or they, them, we use pronouns here, so we're very inclusive. But this amazing piece is a piece of mookaite. I actually got this in like a little deserted little town while I was on my way to Nan's. We were doing it safely, just so you know. And mookaite is found in like these river or water areas, and they kind of grab it up from in the ground. And this one was from, I believe, Queensland, Australia, but definitely from Australia. I don't know if you can get it anywhere else. And this amazing mookaite piece is great for just ancestral healing, and that's probably what I needed it for at the time. And I'm very grateful for this amazing piece for being in my crystal collection, and I'm hoping I can find some room to pop it down here, so might need to squish some crystals in. This piece is a piece of amethyst. This is one of those pieces I was in the store and I looked at, I'm like, oh my god. It's one of those oh my god pieces, and the price was cheap, and you know, it was perfect timing, and it was one of those pieces you just couldn't get out of your mind. And I'm like, is this real? Because it is such an amazing, beautiful piece. And once again, we did talk about the properties of amethyst: protection, anxiety, and definitely use this piece in meditation, and it helps you with those psychic abilities. This piece here is labradorite. I use this to help me just protect myself, and if I need that like protection, especially, I always feel guided to bring it to work, probably for that reason. It is also said to look like the aurora. I'm pretty sure that's right. Night sky, and it's said to have those stars looked into it. You can, the camera is not doing this justice. There it is. That is why it's said to have the stars in it, and I think it's the north or the south stars. I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure it's the north stars within it, because it has that amazing kind of bluey kind of stuff in it. But yes, definitely grab a piece of this. And if you are feeling the energy of this labradorite piece, I do have these in cubes on my Instagram for sale under the sale highlight. So definitely check that out. And remember, the cubes are the cheapest thing I have on my store at $7, and that is Australian dollars. And yes, it is also said, I'm pretty sure the Vikings carried this with them. Definitely, if you like crystals, do some research too. But I'm very grateful for having this piece in my crystal collection, even though it did go through the washing machine. I'm very sorry. This big boy over here is for sale. I'm pretty sure I know the price. I might pop it on the screen. I don't know, Erica. That's up to future me. Future me might pop the price up here. So future me, if you're listening, there. But this is a beautiful cluster, smoky quartz cluster. I'm pretty sure I mentioned the properties of smoky quartz, just neutralizing those energies and remembering its points. So where those points are heading, that's where the energy is being directed. And it is an amazing, gorgeous piece. So yes, for now, I'm very grateful for having this amazing piece in my crystal collection. This big girl, boy piece, they, them, is an amazing rose quartz chunk, and I'm very grateful for having this piece in my collection. This is one I sobbed to also when I touched it. I was like, oh my god. And when I feel like crying, I do grab this piece. So if you want a good crying crystal, definitely give yourself some rose quartz and definitely some malachite in there too. And once again, we did talk about the properties of rose quartz, which is harmony and self-love and some moments. And remember, romance can be, once again, with yourself. This piece over here, I surprisingly didn't purchase. I was given by a complete stranger, and I don't know how it happened. And it was probably, once again, before those crystals that I thought was before I bought my first crystal. And it was actually really interesting because she just gave me a box of crystals and said this was from my grandfather, and I don't know. And then she just kind of gave the box to me. I was like, sure, I'll take them. And then that's probably where my crystal obsession started. So definitely an amazing piece. I'm pretty sure it is tree agate. And once again, their kind of grandfather just traveled around Australia collecting crystals, and I'm probably going to be doing that when I'm older too. And then I wonder if the same story is going to happen. That means I'm going to have to die. Anyway, these crystal pieces here, I have a rough for a necklace, and a tumbled. This is black tourmaline, and I tell you, this is the first crystal. I was like, damn, I love this piece. And it's kind of a funny story why I love this piece. Before I kind of got into this kind of spiritual situation, I did mess with things that I didn't quite understand, and I didn't really know about protection at the time. And once again, it's probably because no one around me knew what was going on, and I don't think many people I didn't really understand the word spiritual. But I'm hoping to create a video on spiritual experiences I have, so definitely check that video out if I even have it on my account at this time. I will be hoping to make a spiritual story video. So this is black tourmaline, amazing for absorbing those negative energies, and that's why it is so important to cleanse your black tourmaline regularly, and great for protection and grounding. So if you're looking for that, definitely check that out. Last and not least, I'm pretty sure that is the same, this beautiful piece. I picked this up from my local crystal shop, and I picked it up and I was like, oh my god, I love you. And I forgot, well, there wasn't really any meaning cards there, so I kind of just went up and I was like, buying my crystals, and I went out and I didn't really ask the person what it is, but yeah, I love it. And it's got this cute little druzy bit in here, and it looks like seaweed is stuck in it, so I guess I'm stuck with you. And yeah, so if you love this video, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up and go check out my other videos and subscribe. And remember, you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Synchronized Living, and you can also find me on Tiddlytarot on Instagram. And I do hope you like this video, and remember to give it a big thumbs up. You guys mean the world to me, and I love you all. And remember, stay spiritual, and remember that this beautiful community is all about inclusion and helping each other out. And also, while I'm at this end of the video, one thing that I really wanted to create this account for was for young spiritual people who are like so scared, not like scared, but who looked at older people and were like, I'm way too young for this. So definitely, if you're feeling in that situation, definitely subscribe, because that was something that I would have loved growing up. So yes. Also, I'm looking at this crystal over on my window that I forgot, and it's a pink one, and I forgot the menu too. But yes. So thank you for being here, lovely people, and remember to stay spiritual.